Hello everybody and welcome to the vlog. It's Jess here with Blush Jess. My hair is crazy staticky. Welcome. So today is Monday, October 18th. This day has been on the calendar for a couple of months and I've been praying about this day and thinking about this day, and I'm just praying that God goes with us today. So, I know I sound very dramatic. Today is dentist day. I don't necessarily love the dentist. Like, y'all know I have a phobia of the dentist and stuff. I've had some pretty traumatic things from when I was a kid, the dentist, anything. Anyway, but I would go to the dentist 100 times if I didn't have to take Nate to the dentist. It's very, very traumatic, and I'm just praying that today goes okay. So Nate and Lucy have a dentist appointment this morning. It's their 6th month. We went right before we moved. Can y'all believe it's been 6 months since we moved? Lucy said, I remember when you told us this would be our last dentist appointment till October. I said, doesn't it feel like it went by so fast? She was like, it really does. So we've never been to this place before, which always gives me like a heightened nervousness because they kind of have to learn Nate all over again. Like, our other dentist was really great with him, so that helped the process, and she kind of learned what to do to get us in and out of there without like the least amount of trauma as possible. I know everybody's going to tell me their advice, and believe me, I feel like I've tried it all, but if you know of something different I haven't tried, let me know. We've watched videos, we've talked about it, we've looked at social stories, we've been practicing. He is just really not, it seems like he's almost incapable of cooperating with a dentist. It's very like overwhelming for him, and usually it ends up with everybody having to hold him down and like put one of those, I don't know if you guys have seen these, like there's these like metal clamp things they put in his mouth and kind of like pry his mouth open, and it's very traumatic. Usually it ends with me crying, him crying, and just a huge mess. So I'm praying today goes better. A couple of things to do that we're going to do that hopefully help is, well, of course, we've been doing all those things I talked to you guys about. We've been talking about it. We've been practicing. We've been hyping it up and cheering for the dentist and everything. We also got like the earliest appointment they had. So they open at 8 and we scheduled this for 8:30. So hopefully they won't be behind. And usually if we have to wait, that really throws him off because we get him all amped up and he's ready to go, and then we have to wait for 30 minutes and he's done, you know. The other thing we're going to try that we've never done, usually David goes in with Lucy, I go in with Nate. Today we're going to flip and let Nate go in with David. Nate usually does better for me in scary situations, but David has more strength than me if he needs to hold him down or anything. And plus, sometimes I think kids do better for a different parent. Just like normally he does better for me, but maybe in this situation he would do better for David because he sees me getting emotional and stuff. And David, I think, would be able to be a little bit more non-emotional. It's really hard not to. I try not to get emotional, but it's hard when you see your baby having such a hard time. Anyway, if you're new, welcome to the craziness. My name's Jess. I have 3 kids, Nate, Lucy, and Mark, and Nate has autism. The other thing that's kind of a wrench in our plans is we have to take Mark with us, obviously. I don't think they see babies his age. I need to ask them like when we should schedule his appointment. But he's got to go with us because we don't have anybody to watch him. So I like to go back with my kids just to make sure they're comfortable. I've told y'all my horror stories of things that's happened to me at the dentist when I was a kid. And maybe I can do a whole nother video on that, or I don't have time for it today, but I just like to go back with them. I don't like when they take your kids back without you being able to go back there. Now, once she gets settled and she's comfortable and Mark is over it, we may step out, but I just want to make sure she's comfortable back there. And me and Mark are gonna try to get through it. Hey there, buddy. Mark's coming in here. So it is now a little after 7. We need to leave here in just a few minutes because our dentist, the new dentist we're going to, it's a pediatric dentist, and it is like 40 minutes away, 45 minutes away. So we want to make sure we have time to get there, and but not get there too early. So hopefully we time it just right. and we're going to take you guys along for the ride. I probably won't vlog inside of there unless everybody's just doing really great, but I will tell you how it goes because I'm always curious. Now, this place does offer, they say on their website and talking to them, they do offer sedation. I don't know to what form. I know our old dentist told us that if there was ever like a dental problem with it, like if you ever had a cavity or anything like that, they had capabilities to go up to the hospital and like put him to sleep and then do his work. But this place says they have in-office sedation, so I don't know if that's just laughing gas. I'm not really sure. So we'll find out. But they also say they work with special needs kids. It was the best dentist I could find in our area. So we're driving 45 minutes to go to it, which is well worth it if they're amazing. I've heard lots of good things, lots of good reviews. So we're going to see. I still have like a lot of sinus pressure. I'm feeling a lot better than I was this weekend, but I'm having like some sinus headaches and stuff. And so it's been nerve-wracking thinking about this day. Anyway, after the dentist, we're going to have to pack and get ready because tomorrow me and the kids are leaving to see my mom and dad for a few days. So you guys come with us. Fingers crossed we all do well at the dentist, and we're going to get it over with. I'm just relieved to be getting it over with, and hopefully everybody does good. So let's go. Okay, you guys, we're back from the dentist, and I have a little bit of a headache, but we survived. I came back in here in my office, even though the light is not the best, because it's the quietest place to talk to y'all. Everybody's really wound up. So let me go through the whole thing. I just want to say God is so faithful. I've been praying about this for months. Like, we've had this appointment scheduled for like 2 months, and I believe that God led us to the right place. He's so faithful, and everything just went good. So we get Nate in the car, and it's like I told you, like a 40-45 minute drive to the place. And he starts saying, nope, I don't want to go. No. Just getting in the car. Finally get him in the car, and the whole way there, he just kept saying, I don't want to go to the dentist. No. Just whining about it. We get there, and we had to check in like in our car, and then they would call us when they're ready for us or text us. And so we had to wait for probably 15-20 minutes while they were getting everything ready. We did get there a little bit early, and so he was just kind of not happy. We were watching a movie trying to distract him, and so the plan was for David to go in with Nate and me to go in with Lucy. But what we didn't know, because we never had been there before, is that pretty much all the kids were in like the same room, like I've seen places like that where they have chairs in each one. Actually, where we used to go was kind of like that. But they always put Nate in a separate room for reasons I will tell you. They probably will for us next time when we go. So they decide to let Lucy, her dental hygienist was ready first. And so she gets in a chair, and they're like, Nate, why don't you just sit here and watch her? Here comes Mark. So this is going to be more interesting. Hey, buddy. Oh, your shoe came off? Okay. I'll tell y'all about Mark's shoes in a minute. That's a whole nother thing. So they kind of have like all the kids in chairs in a row. There's like partitions, like little partitions in between. And then there's a row for the parents to sit like on benches. And so me and Nate and Daddy, David, and Mark were kind of sitting on this bench watching Lucy, which I thought maybe would help him or maybe it would make it worse. I don't know. So he was kind of watching her, but the whole time he was like, no, I don't want, no. And we're like, just sit down and calm down. It's okay. I just knew he was building up to something. So then his sweet little tiny lady of a dental hygienist says, okay, Nathan, we're ready for you. You can come sit down now. And he lost his mind. We got him in the chair. He starts flailing, like full meltdown. I'll just say full, complete meltdown. I'm holding Mark. Of course, me and David are both trying to help at this point. He's so big now. Like it used to be where like David could sit with him and hold on to him, and he would like just like there was something he could do. He was kind of held down. And so he's big now. So Dave was trying to hold his arms. He was trying to grab the lady. He kept grabbing her hands, just screaming, no, I don't want to, just freaking out. And so it felt like that went on for forever. It probably was just a couple minutes, like us trying to like talk to him and them trying to be like, it's okay. The whole time, like, so there was other patients in that room, and they quickly moved the other patients out of there. I think it was just like one little other girl besides Lucy. Lucy stayed. She knew. She's used to it. But they moved the other patients out, which was good, I guess. And so it went on for a couple minutes, like I was trying to work with him, and I guess they were trying to see like if he would cooperate, end up cooperating. And finally, after just chaos for a few minutes, like Dave was trying to hold him down. He's too strong. He's screaming. It was really bad, y'all. And so the dentist came over, and he was this younger guy. I loved him. He was so nice and compassionate. And he was like, okay, let's just stop. Let's just calm down. Let's just all stop. Let's get him away from the chair. Let's get him sitting back down where he was comfortable, and let's just talk. And he is like, we're just going to stop. Like, it's okay. It's okay. We're just going to stop, which I hadn't seen before. Normally they come in with like, okay, we need more help to hold him down. And, he just talked to us, and he was like, what is his history with it being at the dentist? And I told them, like, normally it's really traumatic for Nate. Like, we go in, they hold him down, they pry his mouth open. It takes like 3 or 4 of us to hold him down. And like, he screams and cries the whole time until we can kind of get his teeth looked at, and then it's over, And so basically what we kind of worked through is that every time we go to the dentist, it's a horrible traumatic thing for Nate. And so he dreads it more and more. And so now it's worked up to this point where he associates dentist with like them holding me down and terrible things, And so the dentist was so nice, and he was like, you know what? We have this program where you come in like every month, and the goal is just to get a little bit better. So like we just work through just getting a little bit better. Like the first day, if he just sits in the chair, and then maybe the second day, my computer's being crazy, maybe he lets them turn on the light, and then maybe we can lay down the next time. Like it's very slow, just getting them used to having a positive experience at the dentist and it not being them holding him down. And he said a lot of times, like when they're small, that's what they do to get through the dentist office visit, because they do need to check their teeth. They hold them down because they're little and they can, but Nate's getting at the point now where we're not going to be able to hold him down. And the next step would be like fully putting him to sleep in like a hospital setting in order to get his teeth checked. And he said, we can do that. We would have to go to the hospital. It'd be like a whole thing. But I think this might be a good thing to try, because I do think he's capable of, because I was telling him about haircuts. Haircuts used to be very similar in terms of he was very afraid of them. He would throw a huge fit, and we worked up to where he has no problem getting a haircut now. It's actually really amazing. And so I don't even know if this is making sense, because my head is like throbbing at this point. It's been a long day. And he said, I'm willing to put in the time to work with him, and we can at least try it before we go to the next step of him having to be like completely sedated, because he's like, that would just suck to every time he ever has to go to the dentist, he has to be put to sleep, and that would just be a lot on him. And so if we can work up to little things to get bigger and bigger and bigger until it's not a big deal, and him have positive experiences at the dentist, I think that'll be the best going forward. And so he was so sweet, like just the nicest guy. While we were talking to him, Nate gets back in the dentist chair all on his own. Nobody's asking him to. And he picks up their little electric toothbrush cleaner thing, and he turns it on, and he starts brushing his teeth with it. And we're all like, okay. And then he picks up that little mirrored tool they have, the little mirror. He puts that in his mouth. And so the dentist is like, okay, can you open your mouth really big and just let me get a good look? So he did. He opened his mouth. He let him look in his mouth. And they said everything looks okay. So they were just going to stop there. And next time we go back in a month, we're just going to see how it goes. So I was so grateful for the experience. There was about 5 minutes there where I literally was just apologizing to them and like halfway tearing up and just being like, I'm sorry. Like when your child is like kicking and hitting, it's very hard, because I know before I had a kid with autism, if I saw that, I would think, well, those parents just don't know how to control their child, but we're like, it's so different being on the other side of it and knowing like there's only so much you can do. And so I was just apologizing to them, and they were so sweet, like, no, you don't, like, it's okay. And so I really appreciate the compassion. I didn't cry at all till I was talking to y'all. I really appreciate the compassion and the love they showed all of us. Lucy did great. She has no cavities or anything like that. She does have a little bit of a crossbite, which they said we would address when she was around 8 or 9, which I had a crossbite too when I was her age. And I know that's not be fun to fix, but that'll be like an orthodontist trip. But anyway, it went really good. And then after that, we went to Walmart, and because Mark has been, well, he outgrew his shoes. His shoes are way too small. Like, they're just a pain. His foot is so fat. And so he's been wanting light up shoes. Like, he keeps hitting his shoes, thinking they light up like the big kids. And so we went to Walmart and we got him some light up shoes, and he is like in heaven. I also got some movies for tomorrow for our road trip, and I let the kids pick out their lunch. So I'm not doing a lunch video this week because we're home for fall break. But they got to pick out their lunch. Lucy picked out popcorn chicken out of the deli. That's what I also fed Mark, and he ate it. He has not eaten chicken in so long, but he ate that. I was so excited. And then Nate picked out a little frozen pizza from Red Baron, like one of those little personal pizzas, and some Doritos. And then he also picked out some mac and cheese. So I think we're going to save the mac and cheese till tomorrow or tonight. But anyway, I'm doing laundry, trying to get things ready for the trip, and I'll check in with y'all in a little bit. Can you tell us how you like the dentist?
It's good.
It's good? Were they nice to you? Do you like the new dentist? Do you like the new dentist? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Do you like the thumbs? Oh, thumbs up. Were they very, very,
Thank you.
Were they very sweet? Are you excited to go back? We're going to go back to the dentist soon? Give me 5. I'm so proud of you. Give me 5. He's like, Mom, please, I'm trying. I'm trying to watch my... What is this, Nate? What are you watching? Is that PBS? Did you guys hear that? So, I am just so proud of Nate. He did so good. And I know that we have found the right place. You know, like, we've been to, I think this is Nate's 4th dentist. I think, at least. And, you know, he's littler a lot of those times, and so it was easier to hold him down and stuff. But I think now we have an actual game plan going forward, because I never felt great about, not that anybody was like mean to him or anything. They were trying to help him, but I never just felt good about the way he was traumatized and stuff. And I know those are long lasting, because basically, here's my short dentist story. When I was a kid, now I ended up, after we left this dentist, I had an amazing pediatric dentist, did amazing for him. He was wonderful, but I still have fear of the dentist because of this first guy. Basically, he would not let my mom back with me. That was back in the day when I think that was way more common, although some places still do that. He wouldn't let parents go back, and I was really afraid, and I wouldn't stop crying. And I was real shy, you guys, back then. I would not say anything to anybody hardly. And he told me if I didn't stop crying, he was going to take off my shoes, then he was going to take off my socks, and then he was going to take off my feet. He took off my shoes and he took off my socks, and I was terrified. And I didn't tell my mom. She, of course, would have gotten me out of there if I had told her, but I was just so afraid to tell her, like, which scares me. Like, did he tell? I don't remember all of it, so I wonder, like, did he tell me not to tell my mom? I don't know. But we very soon after that got out of that dentist office, and my mom saw some things, like me being afraid, I think, and me also calling the dentist by his first name. Like, he asked me to call him by his first name, and she thought that was really weird. And so we moved to somebody else, and they were amazing, and like highly recommend that whole experience. But that early experience still to this day makes me, it like is innate in me to be afraid of the dentist. I just hate going. It's like the whole thing. And so, yeah, can y'all believe that? And that wasn't that long ago. It was in the 90s. But anyway, I don't want my kids to have a bad experience at the dentist. And I think that every time we go and he's re-traumatized, it just reinforces that the dentist is bad. And did you just hear him say that he liked it? Like, it was good? Like, I couldn't believe it. So, it is now 1 o'clock. I have gotten 3 videos edited. Like, I need to pat myself on the I'm trying to get a lot edited so I have a head start before I am going to bring my computer and do a little bit of editing while we're gone. But I don't want to be like pressured to do it. I just want to do it when I want to. And I know you guys are going to say, don't worry about it, take time off. I like having the schedule. It just helps me out because if I go and take a whole week off, it's very hard to get the momentum back again. It's hard to explain, but that's just how it works for me better. So I've got 3 videos already edited. I've done some laundry. Y'all, it's real bad in here. David's gone to get my car looked at since I'm going to be driving with the kids tomorrow and no other adults. I was just like, can you please get the car like looked at? And he was looking at my tires and he's like, I think at least 1 tire needs to be changed too. So we're going to get them to look at the tires, look at everything, and make sure the van looks good to go for the road. Because like, how can you imagine if it breaks down on me with 3 kids? No, 1 special needs and 1 20 months old, it would be terrible. So David's gone to do that. Lucy has piano today. It's her last piano practice for a couple weeks because the piano people have a different fall break than us. And let me see. I was not going to lay down and take any sort of rest because I have way too much to do. But I am feeling very tired. My brain is turning to mush with all the emotions of the day. So I think I'm just going to kind of lay on the couch and just kind of rest my body for 30 minutes or so and then get up, and I'll have to be starting the packing process. Because packing for 3 kids and myself for 6 days is not easy. So I need to get, and it's like one of those things like it's hot, it's cold, it could go either direction, so you need a little bit of both. I think it should be high of 70. I think I need to look again at the weather. So it's like one of those things, it's gonna be cold in the morning and get warmer by the afternoon. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go rest a little bit, and then I'm planning on making sausage dogs for dinner with some roasted potatoes, and yeah. So that's the plan. I'll see y'all back in a little bit. Alright, you guys, you want to see kind of how I like to pack? I find it easiest when I'm packing for the kids to just put everything on the table and make piles, and then I can kind of see what I need, and then I'll pack it. It's just easier for my brain to work like this. I've got Nate's over here, so he has some pants and some shorts because like I said, it's going to be kind of cold and hot. So he's got a pile of like pants and shorts. They're really thick. That's why they're really taking up a lot of room. This just fell, but he has a hoodie. These are his pajamas, his shirts, underwear, and socks. Lucy's underwear and socks, shirts, pants, all of her outfits are like right here. And then her pajamas right here is all the Marky Man stuff. He's got socks, and it's Nate socks too. It's kind of all mixed together. He's got shirts, pajamas, outfits. Anyway, I think I've got pretty much all of their clothes done. My head hurts from doing this, so I'm sure forgetting stuff. But we can always wash and stuff, you know. I try to do like 5 or 6 outfits a piece, but then we'll probably wash at least once, if not more than that. So my goal is just to like stuff that they can layer. I think like it's going to be cool in the morning and then warm in the afternoon. So if they wear short sleeves with a hoodie, that'll be better because they can take off the hoodie, you know. So I think I'm going to try to put all of theirs into our one big suitcase, and then maybe I'll use the smaller suitcase just for myself. And then I think that'll be easier. So, oh, I hate packing. Okay, I thought you guys might want to see what I made for David and I for dinner. Before we go out of town, I want to try to use up anything fresh we have. So, I roasted some better cheddar sausages. I did boil them before I roasted them on the pan just so they're cooked all the way through really nicely and warm. So we will probably put these on hot dog buns. They're also good just cut up by themselves. And then I roasted some of these like tricolor or multicolor potatoes, and I just tossed them with some garlic and salt and pepper and oregano. And then at the very end, I threw some Parmesan cheese freshly grated on them. They look really good. And then I have some zucchini that I roasted too. So this is our dinner. The kids already ate. Lucy had a bunch of veggies. And then the boys had some leftovers too. So we're just trying to use up everything, you know, before we leave. So I'll check in with you guys before bed. I want to show you guys something up next. Hello, everybody. So the end of the night is here. Praise the Lord. It's been a day. I still can't get over like how well that went. Well, I mean, there was some bad moments in there, real bad, but it didn't end bad. And we found someone that's willing to work with us, and which I think has been the hardest part. Not that our other dentists haven't worked with us, they have, but willing to like really like step by step walk us through this. And the difference in Nate leaving today has just been amazing. I've asked him like over and over, like, how did you like the dentist? And he's always said something positive. Like you guys heard him say like, it was nice or whatever he said earlier on camera, I forget now. And then today, right before we went to bed, I said, Nate, fill in the blank. The dentist was, and he said, awesome. I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm not anticipating like the next time to be all butterflies and rainbows. But I'm hoping like these positive wins each and every time can really help him. I forget what the name of the program the doctor said this was called. Where they just like little by little work up to it. But I think it's a great option for kids who have a lot of trouble. And they also said we need to bring Mark in soon, so we'll have to get him an appointment scheduled. But it's very exciting. I want to tell you guys about something that I've been loving, and I kind of mentioned it on another vlog. This is not sponsored, but they did send me these, and they did not ask me to talk about it or anything. They just sent them to me, and I love them so much. Like I want to take one every night. And it is these drinks. They're called Some Sleep, and it's a sleep supplement. I have a lot of hard times sometimes. Does that even make sense? I have a lot of hard time. I have a hard time sometimes going to sleep, just being a mom, like all the things that I need to get done and the next day, and like I just replay stuff over and over in my head, and sometimes I just have a hard time going to sleep. And these are so good and they work so well. So there is a 0 sugar one, and then there's a regular one. But what they are, they're drinks, and they contain magnesium and vitamin B6, and they also have some melatonin in them. They're all natural. So on the back it says drug-free, vegan, allergen-free, preservative-free, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors. You drink this like 30 minutes before you go to sleep. It works so well. It puts me right to sleep. They taste really good, and I don't feel groggy the next day. So I had been using other things like Benadryl or Tylenol PM or stuff like that, but that kind of leaves me feeling a little bit off the next day. This doesn't, and I love it. I keep them in the fridge so they're nice and cold, and they taste really good. So this is the regular one. I prefer the 0 sugar because they both taste great, so why not do 0 sugar? But this regular one is only 40 calories, and I kind of think they have like a berry kind of taste to them. And then here is the 0 sugar. They just sent me a whole package of these, so thank you so much to Some Sleep. They're a small company, but I've been looking at their website. They have amazing reviews. So if you're having trouble sleeping, and I thought they were pretty affordable for what you're getting, I've seen way more expensive things to help you sleep, and a good night's sleep it's priceless. I mean, it's so important. So anyway, they're really, really good. I love that they have the sugar-free option. It's only 10 calories and there's no sugar, and they just work really good. So I have an affiliate link. If you guys want to try them, you can click on the link below and it'll take you to their website where you can purchase them. But just go even look around on there and see their reviews and see what they're about. Maybe you could try them if you want to, but if you just like keep it in the back of your head, if you ever have a season if you're not sleeping good, try these before you go to like medication and stuff and just see if they work, because I've had great success. So I'm going to drink one before bed tonight because I deserve it. I deserve a good night's sleep after the day I've had. We're going to be waking up early to go to Mom and Dad's tomorrow, and I just want to get a really good night's sleep so that I am rested for the trip and everything. But they're delicious. 2 thumbs up. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for sticking around with me. If you liked the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Please subscribe if you're new, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.